So, how would you define your illness?
Like, define it, like, scientifically?
No.
Like, I would define my illness as, troublesome. Not because, but, like, troublesome in a way of you can't really talk about it. It's not anything that you can see. Like, a lot of disabilities. When people think of disabilities, they think of people who lost a leg. They think of people who lost an arm, people who can't write, people who can't read, mental issues, things that could be acted out visibly. But for, like, my illness, like, I can't, like, you wouldn't be able to tell I had one if I walked past you on the street. I guess a lot of people view it as bizarre. Nobody could, I don't think anybody could comprehend a world where they are limited into what they eat. Like, imagine saying, hey, you have a lot of possibilities, but you're limited to a lot of, processed food. Like, I can't eat healthy. Vegan is like a no. Like, I can't really eat too much fibrous foods. It's like a death sentence, and I'd be crippled for days. But I think a lot of people just find it bizarre. But I guess also they understand to an extent that it's not something that you can just recover. It's not something you can just overcome instantly. It's something you have to live with for the rest of your life. Basically, I am chronically diagnosed, which means I'm gonna die with this illness. So, yeah. Is there anyone else in my family diagnosed with it? Yes. It's my twin sister, Tasia. You know how they say twins share everything? Apparently they do for chronic illnesses as well. The strange thing is, like, we didn't even know that she had it as well. Like, first I got it, and then not even a few months down the line, she had the same thing. And it was the most bizarre situation. Because, I mean, it's one thing to have one person in your family have it, but to have two people at the same time develop the same chronic illness was a bewilderment. And then the thing is, me and my sister are the only ones in our family who has this. In our family history that we know of. Like, doctors has asked me all the time, has there been anyone in the family before us that had this? And the answer is only no, because it's literally a medical mystery. Doctors haven't been able to figure out where we got it from. I mean, yeah, it's genetic, but in order, sometimes genetics pass down. And unless somebody had it and they didn't, go to a doctor and get it recorded in their medical history, nobody knew that they had it, and it got genetically passed to us through our parents. So. At the time, I guess, I was upset because, like, I was told when I was first diagnosed that, that surgery is, like, the last resort. And, like, I knew that I didn't want to get to the point of surgery, because surgery, I knew I was going to have a colostomy bag in. I didn't want that. I'm a girl. I want to be pretty. Not saying that people with colostomy bags aren't pretty, but to me, I didn't want one. And neither did my parents. So, I mean, at the time when they told me that I would have to get it, because at that time I was like, worst scenario, worst. I was at the point where my intestine was going to break. No, my intestine was going to burst open. Rupture is what they call it. And I started crying. Because I didn't want to say how I felt. I was hoping nobody would ask me that question, because I usually keep to myself. You don't ask me how I am, I'm not going to tell you. But unfortunately, my mom asked me that question, so I was pretty upset. But I mean, after like 10 minutes, I came to terms with it, and I'm like, you know what? This can't be that bad. I mean, a lot of people have to go through this, and I have a good doctor. So overall, I was sad for a bit, but I learned to suck it up because I knew I had no choice but to go through it. Does it restrict me from doing any strenuous activities in relationships? Yeah, it does. I can't do strenuous sports. I get fatigued really fast. That may just me being, a fat ass, but overall, I can't do sports. I can't do a lot of sports that require me to be outside for like a long period of time without having a chance to go to the restroom. I'd be more than willing to advocate, hey, we need more awareness. Like, if there's anything online I could find, if there's anything I could, write, I'd be happy to do it. But so far, I mean, overall, this illness isn't something that you can't be put into remission. There is like pseudo cures for it. So it's not like cancer where like they need avocation today because they need a cure now. Or for colitis, it's like, well, we could basically treat you until you get better. So I don't really think there's like huge marches and stuff for it. So there hasn't really been anything that I could, say, hey, I'll go do that. I'll advocate for this. I'll do that. So no, I mean, as much as I want to, there hasn't been an opportunity where I could. And honestly, a march for people with colitis, that's a risky thing. We can't be outside for too long, like I said. Yeah.